I don't think you guys can have a quorum.
Yeah, we're not going to, it doesn't appear, it's 5:33. Now, I know you have,
Anything tonight or not?
I know you have Cookies with Santa coming up Saturday.
Yeah.
Victoria is going to be there to assist. I cannot.
She said she
Sorry.
was gonna be there. Okay, Christina, and then, next Friday, they're doing a holiday craft market
Okay.
during the day from 2 to 7.
A lot of nice artwork up there. I want to commend y'all for the,
We appreciate you coming.
yeah, I was really taken with it all.
People were confused. They didn't know if artwork was for sale or not, but some was, some wasn't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and artwork's always, I guess, subject to being possibly for sale.
Yeah.
Name your price.
Name your price.
I think a lot of them had done them for gifts for family or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, and which is great. But some of it was really good. Yeah. Your lemon was nice.
My lemon.
Your lemon was nice.
She kept bragging on my
Your
lemon.
lemon was well shaped. There were some that were not. Poor Delta.
My apples look horrible. But, you know, it is what it is. It's a learning process.
It is. I hear they're wanting to do it
Everybody can't
again.
be an artist like Bedford.
No, but they are really excited and they want to do it again.
I can't draw a straight
Yeah,
line with
That's
a
what,
ruler.
that's kind of the feedback.
I try not to.
I really can. I
They want to do it
cannot,
again.
I cannot draw a straight line with a ruler.
I can't either.
People see me draw straight lines in a strict, good circle all the time, and they're like, no, I don't have time. I wish I did, but no, I don't have time. I have so many things in my room now that I'll never get to.
Who are we missing?
We're missing, of
Larry?
course, Larry,
Kathy?
Kathy,
We knew about Kathy and we knew about Lori.
Lauren,
Lori
and
and Miss Jackie.
Miss Jackie. Mhm. I hate that for Miss Jackie.
We just came from.
Yeah, I know. I guys, it just the whole thing. You
There's a lot of drama at the funeral.
know, Jackie's daughter, biological daughter.
That Linda's mom.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that Linda's this close to actually graduating. It's taken her this long, but she's
Really?
this
Are
close.
you the
She was
same
gonna
age
try to
or-
graduate by this Saturday
She's
until,
my age.
yeah.
What
And I wonder why I hadn't heard from her in a couple of days.
47.
Kevin.
He said that she was a couple years.
She was a year older than me.
Yeah, she's my age.
Now I don't know about
44.
circumstances or any of that stuff, but I could just only imagine.
Yeah, she's 40. She was a year.
So she
yeah.
had some sort of a procedure, and I've never heard of this. You insert something to keep seizures.
Seizures.
Seizures. It was some kind of magnetic.
Well, are
She
we,
told us
are we
Thursday.
recording in here?
No,
or
we're not.
Okay. I just remember years and years, there's no telling what underlying,
She's had
Conditions.
seizures since she was in high
Yeah.
school.
but I
Yeah.
remember times when she was so strung out
Yeah.
that we would find her like at the
She's come
little,
back for.
at the Little League Park in the bathroom, passed out on the floor, and we'd have to call an ambulance. She would
Yeah.
be strung out on something. So there's
And
no
she had
telling what
some kind of,
underlying.
magnetic, device that was like, she had a scar here and like a scar right here. And she said when she started to have a seizure, she could like rub like a wristlet or something across it that was supposed to.
You
Help.
know when you're having a seizure?
I think you feel it coming.
Oh, okay.
I think you.
Anna Grace can feel when she's going to pass out.
Really?
Yeah.
Really.
She has vasovagal syncope and she
Well,
can feel
so
it. Like
she
she'll
was-
look at
she
you
was
and she'll say, I'm
supposed to
about to
not
pass
be
out.
left
And she'll
alone
fall.
for 24 hours.
Crazy.
And Miss Herman is the one that took her home.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure that all that's going on. But
How often does that occur for her?
she couldn't take and say.
I mean, she can
couldn't
do it.
speak, and I don't think.
Does it
she
come in
was
spells?
being there.
Yep. She done it
She
one
was at
time, like 3 weekends in a row.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
And then she'd
I don't know.
go 6 months to a year and it not happen. And then,
Derogatory, but
And what is the catalyst of it?
They may have had
The
to
only-
medicate her.
I mean,
they, she
the
was-
one good thing is she had it at her cardiologist when we were at Vanderbilt. Like she had it in the room. Like it's,
They witnessed it firsthand.
yes, like if she was,
That's
she
kinda
was,
perfect.
she was hooked up to the monitors.
Mhm.
We were at Vanderbilt and she looked at me like they had her like standing and like doing all this like stuff. And she looked at the nurse and she said, I'm about to pass out. And the nurse was like, okay, let's sit down. She went whoop, right in the nurse's
Told you
arms.
so.
Yes. Like, and the nurse was like, oh, I didn't know it was going to happen that fast. I was like, yes. Like I said, when she feels it, like when she gets really, really, really hot, but it also, she has to be like anxious too. So,
She still have them?
oh yeah.
Oh.
Yep. Most of the time she's, it's, yeah, I want to say it's kind of stress related, but not, I mean, because she did it every year at church camp, like waiting in line for food. And she said, of course, it was really hot. And she said, I was always hungry and I didn't want to, and every year
Stand in line.
standing in line. So like we go to Disney, we get a DAS pass, but she can't stand in line because she'll pass out. So it's like, and what was so funny is his cardiologist said, my wife, he said, this is totally HIPAA and I've probably been in a lot of trouble. He says, but you are my wife made over. He said, she has the exact same thing you have.
And there's nothing they can do.
Like he did, like she had to like keep track of how, because she found out right before she got her permit. Like that's exactly what it was. And we just had to track and make sure
How
like
often she was.
They won't let her have a driver's license.
yeah, but it's nothing to do with like that. It's she's always standing. It always is heat involved, and it's always like not even like a stressful thing. She's done it at cheer camp. She's done it at a cheer competition in
But
college.
if she-
Anxiety related, maybe
Yeah,
more than
like
stress,
more
like
than stress.
anxiety.
But if she feels it coming on, at least she could possibly pull over.
And that's the one reason he said that he could give her a license or give her whatever, because she could feel it coming on.
Uh-huh.
He said if it's one of those things, if she was to say, I don't know,
Yeah.
then he wouldn't have been able to give her a.
Well, at least that gives her some
Clearance for
independence as she, keeps maturing and aging, if it's
Yep.
nothing you can do about it. I mean,
Yep.
that's something
She
you
did
have to
it.
live with
She did it
forever.
at a cheer competition last year, and they were standing in line. They were like, it was the team was going, and then there was a team in between them, and it was them. And she looked at her teammates, and well,
How long does it last?
she's right back. I mean, like she's out, and then she's right back. Yeah, I mean, she literally. It's like it's crazy. Philip calls her the faint goat because he does. You would think. I mean, you would think she's faking, like because it's so immediate and it's just she's gone and then she's right back. He calls her the faint goat.
That's funny. Did not know that.
What do you think? Yep.
You want to look at this? I'm keeping one for myself.
Is
too.
Savannah not hers? Savannah.
Savannah was
Brown.
Clifton's or Clifton's, and that was who she was either living with or married to for years.
She was married to.
I don't know if they were actually married or not, but they lived in that white
Well,
house.
I heard that whole story on the way back today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Savannah was there.
Savannah's his. Savannah, he has three. What's his name? DeMarcus, Savannah, and Lorenzo are his
Okay.
children. But drugs and all of that and her are
Maybe
part of the
never
reason,
mind.
and
She's
are
on.
part of the reason
Yeah, it's hard.
I don't have my
they went
Well, I don't have mine
into
either. It's a little
And it's
challenging.
behind his
hair
room.
and all that.
And that red's not helping it any.
Because they-
No, she has,
For the most part.
there was a
it says
third
they
name
won't
on that
install
list.
or alter the
Jamie.
premise and
I don't
stuff
know
like
who
that.
that is.
Without
I don't know.
consent.
She's like 20-ish.
I don't know where that kid came from.
No.
Well, not only
I
do
only know the
I
two.
don't know.
I never knew her to have a third
That's
child.
where the
I just don't see how it really,
Alex, yeah.
Yeah, you opened up for free and couldn't.
He's in high school now. He's a
He's a
freshman.
freshman.
with supervision, couldn't get him there. Thomas had plenty of
As far
And that was
back as
because
I
of lack of
can remember,
supervision.
Jackie has had
And I don't see how it
him.
fits
She's had
in
him
with-
She
forever.
has legal custody of him.
Not that,
Yeah.
and I think
And
it's a
it
novel
has-
program. I
he
think
was-
that if you can make it work, I think it's warranted and needed everywhere. But I don't know how it fits in with the scope of how we
So is
use our
this
building.
like,
This is, we sent it to Corey, so the red is Corey
is
They
this
are.
like
attorney.
something y'all want
Yeah,
to
they're
do?
at the elementary school now.
I'm willing to give it a try, but this is a 3-year agreement.
Would they say they participate? Hey, Alicia.
I don't love
I want
Boys
to
and
see
Girls.
how they tear up.
What's the
building.
participation at Boys Clubs, the Boys and Girls Clubs at the elementary school? How many kids are there? 25 or 30, they said, 40 maybe?
Yeah.
I think it's about right in that neighborhood.
It is,
And that-
it is
that-
strictly an after-school program for 99% of them.
Yes.
I would not see the majority of them coming back and doing any, or do they want to do it like they do in Columbia and
Yes.
have like programs and stuff?
They do.
That's what they're wanting to do.
But they're wanting to take whatever's happening at the elementary school and move it to the community center, along with whatever they can get from the middle school and even after-school programs for the high schoolers. And once again, I'm not saying it's not a great program, because I agree, everything they say, it's great, it's wonderful. I just don't know how it fits in with how we use the building.
No, I
And with the
would
ordinances that we-
allow you to
we-
try it for a short time.
we'd have to change our ordinances first because we'd have to change our ordinance right now says that you can rent the facility on a Friday. You know, I mean, it says when you can rent it and to change the ordinance takes at least 90 days, doesn't it? I mean, we'd have to, I mean, it's not anything that can happen
Your
overnight.
kid, was it Boys and Girls Club when Colton went, or was it, what was that?
Last time when they were here.
No, but I thought he did.
For the Friday when it was
What
stay
was
all
called
day
Boys
or
and Girls after school? That was after school, yeah.
After a certain time.
on Friday.
On Friday. I
There's
think
it's a
it's 5.
school.
Let's see, that's.
Do they only
that's
give them like
the
a
time
See,
certain
that
name or
paper
something?
that last time said
Set up.
that they had 100% graduation rate of their such and such, and so I said, how many
Yes.
high school seniors did you have? 3.
Yeah.
Well, you can get 100%.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm.
And they're volunteering there.
I don't, I don't, I don't
Court
love the
ordered to be
program.
there.
I just know some things about the
I was
program as a
flipping
whole.
out over here. I just had to bite my tongue because they were saying, oh, well,
Look,
and I wanted, here's my next question. How many of the kids that did Boys and Girls Club
No.
were third graders and didn't pass their TCAP test? That's what we're.
Yeah, I'm not, like I said, I mean,
it's irrelevant to any of
I'm
that
not
stuff.
saying some of the things they don't do is great, but
We waste plenty of money, and if they can get government funding, get anything to run this organization, I'm not
I
saying
think
it's
like
a
with
bad
anything-
organization. I'm not saying it's not
When it's
warranted
like a-
in communities
We
like
still have to
ours.
be able to operate that building.
like a
I just don't know if that
satellite
building is the
playground,
right
if they're
building
not
for you.
How are they
ever,
gonna get the kids from the
Watch
elementary school
or-
over to
Yeah.
that?
Once
that-
again,
that- I'm not a big
the
fan of
staffing.
satellite
They're
programs.
talking about
If I
having-
got a director or
How
whatever
are they
not
gonna
here,
get the
right
kids
here.
from the elementary school over to?
I don't know.
I see what happens at that elementary school.
The only thing I can think of is they'll have their people at the elementary school waiting to walk
Everything's
in.
on the west side.
in a group,
Find condoms.
and inclement weather, I don't know. That's good questions,
What
women.
if it's
All
pouring
good
down
questions,
rain?
and
What
like-
if it's lightning? What if it's?
I know something was said about a van and a bus.
And again, then there's the liability of even taking
And
my
that's a
child from this
whole
building
lot
to
of
that
space
building,
for them
there
to
would be
do.
a short path, still, you know? So, there's a lot of questions, and I just
Are
don't
we,
know,
are we
And I
under
kinda
any
feel the same way.
liability while they're using our facility?
feel-
Oh, absolutely.
of course.
'Cause
I don't care what any bill says, if it happens in the cities have some sense of liability, some shape, form, or fashion, no matter what insurance or group, or if it happens within the city.
And I'm sure they'll have a great, presentation and.
Well, the presentation is great.
I just don't, I mean, I know I don't have a dog in the race, but I would say no.
Well,
That's just my opinion.
what I'm gonna say is, we still have a lot of concerns, and there wasn't a quorum at the Recreation Commission.
Yes.
So we're not ready.
And once again, and like I said,
I'm not speaking from the podium, I'm just standing here.
the ordinance does say on Fridays that you could, and everyone use it till 7 PM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's one thing that definitely needs to be adjusted.
You're gonna live there if they're there that long.
Yes.
There's a lot of things. So,
Well, I will say,
you know.
I mean, like, I worked at a hospital daycare when I was in college, and six, they had to be picked up at 6, and that's people who worked 12-hour shifts.
I mean,
They still
most
had to make
people-
arrangements to be able to have somebody to get your kid
I
there.
get that there's a lot of people that work, 12 hours a day.
Well, figure it out.
But like, have your kid picked up by 5 o'clock.
Somebody,
Everybody in this room has done it.
yeah.
do it still.
Yeah.
I mean, even my daughter's daycare, I think they do
I
5.
Yeah.
I just know, like I said, the hospital daycare was 6, and that was the latest one I ever knew of.
Well, hey.
There's
and-
no way I would let them have that building to 7 o'clock.
Well, it's just, and like I said, I'm not saying that it's not a novel, wonderful, warranted program.
But it's also a satellite program.
I just also don't think that it fits within the parameters of how we currently use the building. And I'm not saying that that can't be changed. And I have no dog in the race either. I'm just saying that it's not something that we can just do. And even our recommendation to the commission, even doing that, then you still got things that are going to have to take place.
They got over there, they called
Considerations that have been going on for a long time.
Hayden talked to Philip.
Say again?
That's the, early head
Well,
start.
what I don't understand is, how is a Boys
Got a
and
different
Girls
name,
Club going
so it's
around that's
all
trying to get somebody with the city? How is that even
Put it in,
possible?
and he's gonna do it. So that's
It's not.
Why is it even on?
But it didn't leak, as far as I know.
Because Parks and Rec utilizes the building. All I can see.
Hey,
It's due for 4 o'clock, I'm going home.
Hey, I do want to say something, and I don't know who's in charge of this, but
Ted is.
no, we used to center Friday, Saturday night for the groom's Christmas. We took the trash cans out of the trash container. Oh my God. It was trash everywhere behind those like trash containers. So I mean, I don't know if that would, and
The
I.
dumpsters outside or?
No, inside. So I didn't know if that was like part of like the people who use it each time. Like, we took them out. Most people probably don't even do that. Like, they probably don't even take the trash out. But
They
we,
take the trash out, but they don't.
yeah, like we took them out and I was like, we can't even use them. We turned them around. We didn't even use them. We like took the actual trash cans.
Yeah, they have
and
to be cleaned like weekly.
Oh, wow. Like,
So they shouldn't get deposits back if they're leaving it like that.
it was, I mean, and again, it wasn't just the people probably before us. It was, but I just
It was
didn't,
old, so
yes. And it was just down the back of it. And I was like, that's just something that's just
nasty.
maybe
Yeah.
to put in wording of
Yeah.
the trash.
Yeah,
Clean.
that's,
Ugh.
Well, I know the wording is, you have to,
Take the trash out.
and you have to leave it the exact same way you found it. So we have to have it clean to start,
Yes.
and so that we can say that.
yes.
We just turned it around. We were like, we're just gonna
Oh,
not use it.
Yeah, hopefully that was after you guys ate.
Well, we noticed it first. Like, we put a clean trash bag in one of them because it had fallen in or something, and so we pulled it out, and then I was like, whoa. We just turned it around. We just put trash cans.
No,
I know.
Morning.
Yes, and it's because of the food that's served at the parties, and I know it's nasty. You have to hose them out and bleach them out.
It was pretty fun.
Pretty weekly, it's a week, one of the weekly tasks.
I mean, we can
And
go
the problem
ahead
is, there's
as long as we're not
not
voting on
a staff
anything.
in the building.
Y'all wanna go
Alicia.
have this meeting?
And just not vote on anything and get
That's
it done.
fine. I'm good. I mean,
Yeah.
Is what I say. That way we can,
yeah,
yeah.
we can at least have minutes and have it in there.
Yeah,
and-
sure.
And
I
we
agree.
can just vote on all the minutes next
It shouldn't
time.
take but a few minutes.
No.
Sounds good.
Let's roll through it.
Okay, so we've got everybody here except Larry, Kathy, Lori, and Jackie.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So, craft day.
Craft day went good.
All the pictures.
We had quite a few show up. All the little crafts that we had went over really well, especially the styrofoam ornaments.
Mhm.
The kids love those.
Oh, yeah.
So
Did
it was all
that,
a hit. And the
um,
bracelets.
did that go home
Good night,
to schools
everybody.
too?
Mike, hey,
Did a flyer go home to
Yes.
schools for that?
Yes.
I had some people, my older kids or older parents, who asked. They were like, was it their older kids?
So they.
We didn't get
Do I
them.
need to bring?
I think maybe middle school, not high school, because it ain't
Because I
coming.
always do flyers for the elementary and the middle school.
So they did get some at the
Yeah.
middle school. They probably just didn't go home.
take a stack to Tara, always, whatever we print, I always would take a stack to Tara, and every delivery box, she'll stick one on. I don't care what's really, I mean, it gets to, even if it's just laying around somebody's house, they become aware of,
I just told her why we don't send stuff home. I said, look, your high school kid's not gonna get it. But I said, but if you had a middle school kid, she's like, yeah, I didn't get it from them either. So I just,
Yeah, I always try to.
I told her I'd
like
ask.
that.
flyers to both. Okay.
there's a lot of paper, because
Yeah.
when you take it, they want,
Huh?
like Miss Tidwell wants one for every student, if you're gonna bring
Yeah.
it, and there's like
I guess-
500
Well,
kids
I
on
called and I got
Then
the
you make it a
numbers for
half
the
Yeah,
kids
half
at
sheets
the
are better.
elementary school and how many kids are at the high school.
Yeah, it's
So
almost
when I send
900,
it into,
Yeah.
Paperweight,
Mhm.
I have them
Do both.
package them up for elementary and high school.
It's about 900 in
No, it's 575 for the elementary
it, and
and
400 something at the,
490.
Yeah, it's
So
almost,
that's-
yeah.
I
We're,
believe.
we're the smallest and we're 440.
that's a lot of kids when you start sending
So if I
them.
need to, like, if
No,
there's ever anything.
I just,
that
well, I
need
mean, I sent sanitary papers home just because I didn't want anybody to say
Right.
we missed that. But
Uh-huh.
besides that, there ain't nothing.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up about 21 out of 22 in my classroom. And
Hey,
Now, if there's
they end up on the track.
If there is something that we orient more towards the older kids,
yeah,
then
I just told her I'd
then we
ask.
need to, okay.
no problem.
All right. Pancakes with Santa.
We have two griddles. We have, pancake mix and syrup. I'm gonna pick up juice. We have plates. I have volunteers. I have cooks. I have a Santa. We have a backdrop.
Good to go.
So we're all
Is
set.
that enough pancake mix? Do you need more? What do you think?
I think that it just all just depends. We'll do with what we got, and then if we
Keep up with
need
how
more,
much you use, so if we do it like next year, I can get,
CB is like right there.
There, yeah.
And if this is a good turnout, I think that this is definitely something that we
and
do.
I've used that pancake mix before and it's really good.
Okay,
It's really good. And all you have to do is add water. It's already got everything in it.
good. Okay.
And it smells like cake when it's cooking. It's good. It's that starts with a K, Krusty's, Crust something.
And what time is it?
9 to 11. Yeah.
Yeah. And I can't be there. I have graduation
You're good.
Saturday.
Cause I have my mom coming, Sherry. I think Miss Stacy's coming,
Okay.
my niece.
We have
AJ's
graduation
coming.
at 10, so I'm out.
Gotta go find AJ some elf clothes.
You know, making buddy. Look, call me buddy. Buddy,
Yes, yes. That's what I had pictured in my head.
All right. Holiday craft market.
Tasha Laws reached out to me. Wanted to do a last minute vendor like setup. I talked to Kate, she was all for it. So we threw it together for the 22nd, Friday afternoon.
Are the vendors like paying to, for the
Um,
table?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
They're not paying me.
No, it wouldn't,
Yeah.
because they're just riding it, we're just allowing it to, it's kind of like what we do, stuff in the square.
Yeah.
We've already taken care of the permits and stuff, this is your opportunity to
Yeah.
be a part.
I think right now they have like 12 vendors, 12 to maybe 15.
I saw her post it and a couple other people added on it, said,
Yeah.
could they come?
It'll be great.
Cause
You'll have a
she,
great
like,
turnout.
she like told me for sure 10
And when is
as
that?
of, the 22nd, Friday.
They're not really asking for anything from us other than space.
This space.
Uh-huh. And
Yeah, I
that's
told
a
her we
good
had
community
They're not
event.
really charging admission or anything? I mean, I don't know.
No.
I hadn't seen anything about
No.
it. No clue.
There's flyers. She's got a flyer. I shared it.
That's a good use of that's a community center type usage that I see
Yeah.
as a hindrance for the Boys and Girls Club. This is how I always envisioned we'd use this building
Yeah.
for these kind of events, just like this.
Yeah.
You know, the arts and crafts things that you do for the kids, vendor things. I mean, to bring our community together, to have a space where we don't damage it, we don't destroy it, we
Right.
take pride in it, we utilize it as a community.
And what was the time?
We have a trophy cabinet with nothing in
2
it
to
still.
7, I
2 to
think.
7, yeah.
Okay.
one thing,
Yeah, it's the one, it is, it does, I got one of that.
But there was quite a few vendors that were going to step up.
Yeah, that's great.
And
She's got to get
had
people
more.
to come, hope people come.
Okay.
I think it's a good time.
Yeah.
I just hope a lot of
She
people.
was hoping like one more big rush before
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah, I think it's great, and I hope it works out well.
Yeah, I
It's a
hope
good
it's good for
opportunity.
them.
You know, maybe we can talk to them and like try to set up a.
Hey,
The seniors should set up their
Well,
painting.
I always thought it would be good to do those two things together. I mentioned that probably a couple
The
years ago.
craft day
The
and
craft day and the pancakes with Santa, because if you can get those mamas here with those little,
That's good. I mean,
you
but
know,
that's.
I guess maybe see how both go. and
Growing
then
them
see if
together
it
would be great, yeah.
Something
Yeah.
to do. You know, if you did pancakes from 9 to 11 and did,
craft set up
Craft.
after that.
Mhm. Yeah.
but maybe not. It may work better being two separate, but I just always thought it would be good.
But
to
it's
do.
still good utilization of the building, which is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any ideas for January?
The snowed-in movies, I think, you know, we had the very first one. I mean, it just does, even when we had free pizza, we had maybe that first one, 25 people.
I had 5 people at
And,
January.
and so I know that, you know, it's not the best turnout.
I know something I think might work, but I think I would be like a painting night, like somebody come in and like you
Like
know,
painting
like
with a
painting
twist.
with a
kind of-
painting like
type
with a
thing.
twist,
Without the alcohol?
yeah, or with it.
But the supplies, I mean,
Bring your own.
the supplies for such endeavors, you would make it where you might almost have to charge for something
Yeah,
like
I mean,
that.
I think I mean, even if you kept it low, and we're not trying to make any money, you're just trying to cover.
Yeah,
the
if you
Cover
cover
right.
expenses,
And if you had, made, I don't know, I feel like if you could get a
Like, let me talk to Susan, the lady who did the art class for the seniors, and she might can, like,
another
we
good
might
use of
can
the building
put together
too.
something with her.
just something different that,
Yeah.
that we don't have here. Like,
Yeah.
it's not offered for us to do
And
something.
like, it's been asked a million times of me, so it's another great utilization of the building. You know what I mean? Like bringing the community together for an event that we can all, and it doesn't
You
always
can
have to
have all
be
ages come.
all ages, adults, kids, everybody. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't.
Or you could just, I mean,
Maybe have them in 2 different groups.
I don't know, I just sometimes feel like,
I think if you,
or maybe if you did it just like a mom, like
if you,
just a,
I'm scared that if
Like
you
a mall
don't,
night out.
I'm sure if you do it
Yeah,
night out, then you don't offer childcare
no,
of some
but
kind.
you could. I mean, you could on the other side have kids.
That's why you didn't have a good turnout for your last one. A dozen or more people have told me that's the biggest deal. I already don't have anybody to watch my kids, and I'm going to come to the community center, for what?
I just know some people won't come because their kids there. Some people can't come because they can't bring their kids. So there has to be a.
Now, if you get the boys and girls club, you can drop the kids off over there.
But I mean, there might be some group that.
You're opening
can
up a whole other
offer-
can.
The beta club needs volunteer hours.
and I
When they
think-
don't have enough help, we're gonna send Ted.
And
over
I
to
think
help.
Miss Kinzer's.
She's already in
um,
charge of everything else.
I think Miss Kinzer's one of her child development classes or one of those classes could do childcare for the night. Like they've done that before, like at the school. And I'm not sure if they had to do that, if that was part of like their curriculum, because they have she has that one child club class, but then she also has that like teaching with a profession class that I know they have to,
Could they could do that as a fundraiser too.
yeah, where
Pay
they.
like $5
It's,
for a couple
Just, I
hours.
don't know, just
whatever.
maybe ask, just,
well, part of the proceeds for the painting with the twist would go towards the childcare. I mean, it's,
or
you know, what I mean,
something, yeah.
Yeah, so you know, throw it in there.
it's there's possibilities, and that's a great utilization of the building. It's a community event.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Just do a lot of advertising leading up to it.
There was
Try to talk to
another
people.
really cool thing that I saw, where you make a sign. I mean, that would maybe we'd have to pay like the person that would come and do that, but like, it's like a wooden, I see all this cool stuff they do in Columbia, but I'm just too lazy to go one. But I think, I wish we had that here. So like everybody would go home with some type of sign that you like either paint on or you like make something, but everybody's looked different. Like you had some options. So I feel like it's somebody who came in that had stuff, and then I'll see if I can find that, because that might be like a contact person that would come. So you go home with a sign, like some type of sign. That there was like one time they were like front porch signs, that said like home or something.
Welcome,
Welcome,
Yeah,
all
staying
like
on-
different kinds of
like
things.
pieces of palette almost.
But everybody kind of went home with, everybody's looked different. Nobody's was the same. Just something like, I don't know, that people want to do, but again, like I
Baker
said,
could do an art night. He could
Yeah.
teach an art class.
I'm not opposed
Yeah.
to and I'm not, like I said, I'm not opposed to assisting with something like that.
yeah, I'll try to find that and see. I mean, because there might be like a certain person that does that.
Okay.
And some of that stuff is like, not even just in Columbia, it's in like, North Columbia, Spring, like I definitely.
And the West
have
Hall is
events
also
like
big
that
enough that you can
ever.
set up different
I don't-
areas,
I
like
don't like
having this
that.
still life in this area, this still life in this area. And if the instructor's just giving you advice of how to do it, a good
Yeah,
job
it's
of
kind
it,
of like you do it.
then you can set up, if you'd like to paint this saddle, if you'd like to paint this flower, this wine glass tipped
Yes,
over, have a
everybody's
few
was
different things
different.
set
It
up.
wasn't like you all painted the same. It's not like painting with the twist.
And you have
You
paint
didn't-
on that table with some little canvas boards and, and little areas set up, and you can even have one for the kids over there, is what I'm saying. So if you bring your kids, help your kids paint something too. Yeah.
Well, we have the easel.
We have 12 or 24.
No, we have like almost 30.
Do we? Okay.
Yeah. So we have the easels from the class.
Okay.
We have the bigger one, and then we have the smaller one.
Okay. I know I had some smaller ones up there that
Yeah.
Donna gave me.
Yes, and there's like 24 of those.
And then we had a lot of paint, and paint needs to get used because it goes
Yeah.
bad.
We got lots of paint.
Canvas boards are,
CDC has run off with my brushes, so I've got to get those
the
back.
brushes and those canvas boards are not terribly expensive. You can get them on
I
Amazon.
have 2 boxes full of canvases left over from the
Okay. What are
And
they?
it's
The
from
small
the-
ones?
11 by 14.
Oh, that's good size.
So,
I'll just that way, I mean, it might,
If you keep,
and I'll talk to Miss Susan too and see what she
I'll have to
thinks, see
find-
what she can
there it
do,
is.
or see if she knows somebody that would do something like
yeah,
that.
and having multiple people who don't mind helping with the instruction
Yeah.
would be great. You know what I mean? That way you can go walk around and give pointers and tips. Let me show you how to do this. This is how I do it.
can I bring my own wine?
Sure,
Okay.
BYOB.
Well, I'm just thinking, like, because that's like they have like a little board there and wine, not that, like that might,
I don't think
Isn't
they're,
that what kind of paint with the twist is? You bring your own?
yeah.
I don't know, liability being a city building. I don't know. That's a question that there's something about that.
That has like a little, that had a cute little like sip and something name. That's the only reason I said that.
When there's alcohol there, you have to have an alcohol permit and in the building and stuff like that. Opens up a whole
I'll
other
just bring my
can
cheese board.
huh?
I'll just bring my cheese board then.
Yeah, it's a whole other question that I'm not opposed to. I'm just saying, it's like, whenever you rent the building and you're gonna have alcohol, you have to pay extra money.
Yeah.
I think you have to have.
You have to do the,
Guard too. now.
you do.
Yeah, you have to have there's gotta be, because and there's also people leaving the building if they've been drinking and something happens, who's liable?
They pass that, we got to have security.
I was talked about. I don't know if it's mandatory. I thought it should have been.
Like if you're having a party, yes. You have to have security.
I thought it was alcohol.
I thought it was
I
alcohol.
thought it was alcohol, you had to have security.
Yeah, if you're having alcohol.
At the party.
Oh.
All right.
You have to be there from the time the party
And like
starts to the
that,
time it ends.
I'm just saying that I'm not opposed. I don't drink. So it's not an issue ever for me. Yeah.
What about Boys and Girls Club? We can't vote, right?
No, we're not gonna vote. So I don't think we need to, Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, we don't.
There, if you have a copy,
I mean, do we even really get a say? Because I say,
all we can do is make a recommendation. It's not up to us. It's gonna be up to the committee.
right, like, I mean,
And I'm gonna go back to, and I'm gonna say this again, and my mouth always gets me in trouble. I don't understand how this Boys and Girls Club thing is a park and rec issue.
It's not.
I don't even know why
It's
it's
not.
coming to us.
I guess your recommendation is not, if you want to do or not to, and the commission can go off of that.
Yeah.
and maybe ask why we said no.
Well, yeah,
And
but Lou,
I
I
just go back
get
to-
Lou
But if
was saying.
somebody comes in and says that they want to do something up here at City Hall, they don't come ask Parks and
Yeah,
Rec.
it's not about park, you're right, Lou, it's
I mean,
not a
it's
Parks and
not.
Rec, it's not a Parks and Rec issue.
It's still the same thing with planning commission, even though the planning commission still got to go.
Because it's in the facility that Parks and Rec uses. That's the only reason why
This one does
even
desserts
asked.
with their.
I think they.
That's our recreation building.
That's
That's
right.
that's why I see
Hey,
it
that would be
way.
fun too, is like a baking class. That's
But we
another-
don't determine who rents the building.
Do the
We
baking
don't.
class, do it first.
I have no
Board
say
does
so.
not have
No.
to say who rents the
Do the
building.
baking class, yes.
Because right now, I would
That's a
be
good
almost.
winter
to-
thing, because it's
to-
cold.
But how can we do that with no
I'm
oven?
gonna
I don't know.
stop right now.
Do what?
Because you
Baking
can't
class.
say who can have a party there and who can't.
No, but they run facility for certain reasons. And this
Do
is my
pizzas, because
opinion.
you got them to plug in pizza cookers. It's fan. I got one of
I don't
them.
agree with it Because it's taking away from.
You could be baking class on
I
making
agree.
pizzas.
I don't like it being a
You
rental
can probably
facility.
get
Yeah,
more
I'm,
sand than all it
I'm,
does healthy
I was
food
opposed to
places. They gotta
it
do all these
being
community
a
projects.
quinceañera
Nothing
or
healthy stuff.
wedding venue or anything like
And
this.
you
Like,
teach people how to
it's not
cook
really,
healthy
and
pizzas.
you're not gonna break
don't
into my
want to eat
wedding
healthy
panel
food,
and my electric panel and.
Nothing
and-
healthy
and
is
chip-
good.
Blowing
I
my
want chocolate.
breakers and stringing stuff from my
And
disco
chocolate-
ball.
chocolate-
and then
chocolate-
stuff, yeah.
Chocolate pizzas.
But,
Dessert pizza.
I know it's
You
the
got that-
community, I mean, it's
Yeah,
what we were
yeah,
trying to build
I've
something.
got one of those.
For all
That you put the
5,500
pizza on and it
of
spins
us.
around and this cooking thing.
That would be a fun little, like, family one, is come to the community center, make your, like, make your own pizza night, put that down too. But not on the same night as the other one.
Winters is not bad, but I think it's fun as like.
I don't mean, when I'm with kids all day, I don't want to spend my time at an effort. I just don't.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not
Let's
coming
take
to
the
anything that
splash pad.
involves kids.
I don't disagree that
Mom,
we
the-
could possibly
Mom-
rent it out
On
for
record.
private venues,
Probably.
but on a very limited basis, because
Sorry.
the whole
Been enough
intent
time
wasn't
with
them.
to have it as a rental facility, was to the community to be able to use it
Yes, like,
free
I
of
think
charge
that
at
would be
will.
cool. Like,
You
think
know,
of some of the
that was the
venues
idea
around here,
that
they could bring
that we were
their,
going
like-
for, and so I know we got to pay for the chemicals some way,
That's the
so
kind of community
you
stuff
could
I want.
pick one day, in my
I could eat
opinion,
a piece of
a week.
chocolate and sip.
after a certain
taste
time
of wine.
period, and that would be.
I mean, and really, if
then
you
that's
do
it.
like
That's only,
it's
and
a
it's
person,
booked,
you do not
booked year
get
round.
drunk on a wine tasting.
Right.
Yeah, you have to get on the waiting
And
list to have your birthday
You just
party.
gotta
I'm
make sure
sorry.
people don't go through the line.
And I
Because
mean,
it's not a
we
rental
can
facility.
talk to the
It's
officers. They can come
free
work
to the
for
public.
me.
Park.
They can come work for me.
Absolutely. That's why when people will reserve the
That's what I
pavilions,
call, you know.
one time somebody called me and said, hey, I reserved this pavilion. This lady's out here with her kid.
And then you can
Yeah,
just, you
so I
taste it, like the
get the
little bitty,
truck
the
and I
small,
drive
like
down there and
little
I-
bitty, bitty,
like-
bitty. And then they can have them for sale.
Public park. I really can't do anything about it. I mean, she sees y'all are having a birthday party just like y'all see her. I mean,
All right,
her
those are
kid's
my
about y'all
ideas.
saying,
I'll
hey,
try to come up
can he
with-
not participate too? Did y'all maybe think about it and
Hey,
asking
what
him
is
to
it?
join?
Have we already decided
can we
on the-
not all get along? Yeah.
The date for the father-daughter dance, is that gonna be the 17th?
We hadn't made any decisions on that. But, you tell me what's gonna work for you, cause you were gone last year.
I was. Oh, let me look at Anna Grace's, yeah. All right, let me make myself a note.
Cause we can work it around that.
Look at AG's cheer schedule. And I know she has one the 20, yeah.
This pen's crap.
I have that one.
That one writes good.
It does, don't it?
But that last year, she had it like, those are like the three, she had it like 3 weekends in a row.
Yeah.
Well, April,
Oh.
I was April, and then she was, Anna Grace was like the next 3
Yeah.
weekends.
Yeah, that's not a good one.
Okay, all right.
This is the pen you're given.
Huh?
You bring.
Sorry, that was like
I
right
brought
there.
mine.
It's crap.
Yeah, she did bring one, but I got her a good one.
I was halfway, you can't hardly
All right,
read
I'm
it.
ready to get out of here.
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
Here's your pen, Mark. I'm gonna hand these back to you.
I'm taking it with me.
Yeah.